Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Are you looking for a powerful travel projector? Well, I've got the Acer K132. Designed for the traveler, the Acer K132 rates somewhere between a Pico and a full-size business projector. Measuring 5.5 inches wide, 4.6 inches long, 1.6 inches high, and less than a pound heavy, the K132 packs 500 lumens of brightness, a DLP element, a native resolution of 1280 by 800, and a 16 by 10 aspect ratio into a pocket-sized projector wearing big boy pants. Physically, the K132 is simple and intuitive. The bottom of the unit has two rear feet, an adjustable front stand for raising or lowering the projector up to 15 degrees, and a hardpoint that lets you connect it to a tripod or other standard quarter-inch mount. The top of the unit has a power button, menu and navigation keys, and a mechanical slider that controls focus. For the security conscious, the right side of the unit has a Kensington lock port, while the rear sports HDMI and power ports, as well as a universal I/O slot, a USB service port, and the receiver for the infrared remote. Using the K132 is as easy as giving it power, and signal to the HDMI port, which will also support MHL-enabled devices. The K132 will accept up to a 1080p signal, which the onboard processor will then scale down to 720p. The minimum throw distance is just shy of 2 feet, with a diagonal image size between 17 and 100 inches. The projector is touted as 3D ready with a 120Hz refresh DLP chip. It also has a 1.7 time digital zoom and 20,000 hours of expected lamp life. Image quality is quite good, especially for a unit designed for travel. Though like all projectors, image quality is highly dependent upon the type of surface onto which you'll be projecting. The 500 lumen LED light source and the DLP chip provides sharp images, high contrast ratios, saturated colors, and no blur motion. One of the features I really like is the auto keystone. The projector senses the angle at which it is lying and adjusts the keystone to match. No more fiddling with controls to square off your image. Audio is anemic. The K132 has a single speaker with 2 watts of not-so-great sounding audio. Unfortunately, there is no audio output without purchasing a universal I/O cable, so you'll need to figure out an alternative way of getting your bass on. Acer also did a good job with creating an intuitive menu that can actually do things. Not only can you control brightness and contrast, but it has easy balance points for the color of the screen or wall, options for ceiling or rear projection, and even altitude and power controls. The Acer K132 LED projector is available now with a 1-year warranty. You can find it online for about $440. On the pro side, this is definitely a travel projector. Everything from the size, to the weight, to the brightness, to the features like the remote control and the automatic keystone tell me that Acer has figured out what you need in a portable projector, and they've engineered it into the K132. I even like the fact that I can power it off of the same battery I use for my laptop, this external battery, which means I can have a truly portable experience. There is no secret that Acer knows what the traveling professional wants. Now on the con side, I'd have to mention 2 things. The first is the sound. The sound on this is, well, it's non-redeemable. It's atrocious. It's horrible. Now, most of the time on a travel projector, I can forgive that because, well, it's a small package. You don't really expect really good sound out of something like this. The problem with the K132 is that there's no easy way to get audio out. You have to get one of these optional universal I/O cables in order to make that happen, and, well, that's just no good. It seems so easy to put an audio out port. I don't understand why they didn't. The second thing is that the fan in this can be a little bit loud. Now, if you're in a large room, if you're presenting to a lot of people, that's not a big problem. But if you're going to be using this as more of a personal projector, a second screen, it's probably going to be a bit too loud. Coupled with the fact that the sound isn't great, it's not going to be your portable theater experience. That being said, this is an incredibly competent device. In fact, it's one of these things that I'd say all business travelers should have. A projector always works when you need it to, and, well, it's just something you should have in your tool bag. If you're looking for a Pico-sized projector, but you want more than just a toy, I'd say that the Acer K132 is a definite buy. I'm Father Robert Balacer, and this is Before You Buy.